Hello and welcome to another episode of Know the Good, Good to Know podcast with me, Ryan, and my co-host, Jordan or Beeve. And we're here to give you some more good news and show you about some more heroes, which we're going to induct in the Hall of Heroes.
Good
and
news.
Of course, I've got my, good to know facts.
I was so prepped to say, no, it is. I say it's been time since we've actually introduced ourselves.
People see the hoodies.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think they can see the hoodies?
Hoodies and jumpers. Probably not. We've probably hidden everything. I mean, we probably should do. Hold on.
You're going to stand up?
We've got headphones. Yeah, we've got
Go on, stand up. You can stand up. Give us a swirl. Swirl? Give us a twirl.
Well, I'm not going to do a 12 because I don't want to hit cables. But
There you go.
It's more like this business.
We're missing one of our co-hosts. Unfortunately, can't make it today, but hopefully next time.
Soon.
And
Very soon.
We're going to try and put him in a corner, Jack's corner.
You're going to have a special little alcove to sit in. Yeah. But yeah.
Sounds good.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors. One.
Oh, wait, yeah, we should do this.
Is it on?
Why have we never done this before?
1, 2, 3, shoot, yeah?
Yeah, ready?
1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Hey!
Right.
You go first.
Oh, yeah. Bastard. All right, so my good news this segment is London's pop-up bicycle library, pedaling towards a better future. London is embracing a pedal-powered revolution as a groundbreaking initiative in Tower Hamlets is helping residents get on board. A pop-up bicycle library has opened up in an empty shop in Poplar, transforming the space into a vibrant cycle hub. Simple concept, but it's making a few waves. Let's put it that way. The project is called Crisp Street Community Cycles, allowing local children and adults to borrow bikes for free, access expert advice, and join guided rides to build confidence.
Sorry, I'm messing around here.
Are you doing a little fiddle?
Yeah, okay.
That's all right. The bicycle library is part of a month-long pilot program. It's not quite permanent yet, but hopefully if it works, it will take off and it can encourage some more places to start popping up, as this is one of the main goals of the organisers. The program is formed through the collaboration between environmental charity Habab.
Who?
Habab. I thought as a fucking class name for a charity. It's just a rolls off the tongue. Welcome to Habab.
Have you found them?
No, I haven't.
What's that noise?
It's me. I'm rattling.
Is it you or is it me?
It's me.
It is you.
Doing a little row. It's fine. Habab, Poplar, Harker or Harsa, I'm not super sure, Housing Association, and the walking and cycling charity Sustrands. Got so many names. The goal is to address the barriers preventing people from cycling, like access to equipment, safety concerns, and storage, and even not knowing how to cycle. So, like I said before, it's catering to all ages.
Like our friend Sam,
who
doesn't know how to cycle.
I was going to say, don't name drop him. You can say it, but don't name drop him.
It's on my list of things to do. We've said this before on the podcast. It's he can't cycle, and he's never been trick-or-treating. We missed out on trick-or-treating this year.
Trick-or-treating.
So
it'd be a bit weird if a bunch of 30-year-olds just stand up to your door and be like, sorry, he's never been trick-or-treating. Do you reckon we have some sweets?
I think people will understand. We just push Sam to the door. We're all standing behind him. Go on, mate. It's okay.
Oh, like a nervous child, just like, oh, you can go on.
You go off you go.
I don't know. I think some people will be like,
and then I think for one of our Secret Santa in the years to come, we need to buy him a bike or something like that to give him lessons. Are you sorting out your headset?
Yeah, I'm just going to move it just because it's easier.
Because it's rattling.
There we go. We need to be like proper parents. That's what we're going to be.
Take him to the tennis courts.
Mums and dads.
Push him off. Don't give him a knee pads or anything. If he falls off, he's got to learn the hard way. Don't fall off, otherwise you hurt yourself.
Them scrape balls.
That's what we're going to do to Rupert. Just like, go on, get out there.
Push him.
Yeah.
I suppose the only way to learn, really.
I think he's going to be good on the bike.
Well, I say that. It's not the only way to learn because I'm literally telling people that this cycle hop is helping people do it. So, back to this. Cycling offers many benefits towards creating sustainable and thriving neighbourhoods, from providing a low-cost way to travel and reducing our carbon footprint in the same price. Same time. But it also increases fitness, which I'm a big advocate for. Yeah.
As we all are.
Which is from a lady called Babu Bhattacharjee.
Names.
I killed it. I wasn't expecting to do that. I typed in the phonetic. I looked at it. It actually worked this time.
I can see you have.
Hopefully it works every time now. So she's the director, I didn't actually look, but they are the director of communities and neighbourhoods at Poplar Harker. But they said a lack of access, storage, and confidence are the barriers. So they're the basic barriers that are stopping people from cycling. That's why initiatives like this, which give opportunities for residents to borrow, learn about bikes, is essential, apparently. This is especially necessary for encouraging the use of bikes around cities rather than cars. There are so many benefits to it, like I just said, not just to the riders, but the actual cities and towns as well. So it's really good. For residents like Sangeeta, the hub has been very transformative. Her son, who once lacked the confidence to ride bikes, now cycles proudly around their neighbourhood. The experts had adjusted his bike for his comfort, and now he's riding with pride, which is pretty cool. I know it sounds really silly, the fact that they adjusted his bike, that was the only thing they did, and now he's happy to ride again. But some people generally just don't know. You know? It's not necessarily a lack of knowledge, but some people just don't think to do it, sort of thing. But also, it's helped herself as well, because through this, she's been able to book free lessons about learning bike safety, which has been an absolute game changer.
Do you remember doing that at school?
I never did it.
Did you not?
I never did the bike lessons.
I can't remember if I did.
So for the listeners at home...
I feel like I did, because I can remember...
Go on.
My memory is terrible. Right?
Fair enough.
Especially when it comes back to when I was a child and in my school days. I really struggle to remember anything. I think I must have been abused or something.
Nice. Good news podcast. What happened in your childhood? Abused.
Yeah. But they did like cycle things when you'd all have to wear like a high vis and go around the village. Yeah,
safety. Yeah, safety precautions.
I must have done
teaching kids how to ride bikes safely around the roads and stuff. Yeah,
I do remember I had a really cool bike, which I can literally picture it now.
Mm.
It was like one of the ones with the front and back suspension. You're so cool. You got front and back suspension.
Yeah. When you're pulling wheelies, and you slam your wheel back down.
And I remember what colour it was as well. It had like orange spokes and it had like a dark, like similar to this, but a bit darker, like metallic-y sort of main body frame.
Action man bike.
Yeah, I loved it. And my next bike, I got off my dad's dad. So I don't know how I got it.
Was it too big for you when you were...
It was a serious bad boy.
Oh, yeah?
And we used to get like 3 people on it because you used to have one of them, you know, on like the old school bikes.
Handlebars.
On the old school bikes, you had like that little... I don't know what it was. It's like a little rack where you can put things under, like a spring on it.
Yeah.
So they'd have someone on the back of that, somebody on the handlebars, and that thing was zoomy.
Zoomy.
I loved it.
I never thought.
Honestly, I loved that bike so much, but I got so much abuse when it got, because I used it so much, it just ruined it.
I remember, man, there's so many stories. I remember a friend of mine broke my bike handles, and I tried to power it off. I put it back in the shed with the broken handles. I tried to power it off, that it just fallen.
Oh, just falling apart in the shed.
Dad saw through me. So he saw through that life straight away. He was like, "That's not how it works."
I can imagine your old man being absolutely pissed.
He literally marched me down the park. And he was like, "Who broke it?" I was like, I don't want to. I'm not a grass.
Did you grass?
No, I didn't.
Good.
I didn't want to grass.
Who was it?
I might have done. I'm not
grass
sure.
Now.
Grass
now.
All those
Tell
years.
the audience who it was.
I'm still not a grass. It's not happening. So no, it wasn't.
Is that why you flew to Australia?
So he went all the way to Australia. I mean, rightly so. You should be scared of my dad.
Yeah,
you're scared of my dad.
It's because he always tries to untie my shoelaces.
That's not the reason why you're scared of him, though. He does look pretty butch. Let's put it that way.
And now he's after me because of the whole gold tooth incident.
Well, he doesn't know about it. I don't think he knows. Nah. I told him, but yeah, he's brushed it off. It don't matter. You could try. I'd love to see you try.
Yeah, I know.
So back to this. The initiative draws inspiration from other successful cycling projects like Cycle Sisters, which is a charity empowering Muslim women to ride bikes.
Sounds like a song.
Which is pretty... Cycle Sisters?
Yeah, or a band.
I mean, it basically
is.
Band. Scissor Sisters, you're one word off.
Oh, yeah. I wonder why it rang a bell.
But yeah, so there's cycle programs out there, but research has shown that women, particularly from those minority backgrounds, are less likely to cycle or see cycling as a viable option, which I'm assuming, again, I guess it's a cultural thing, maybe, I'm not too sure. So the project like this aims to change that perception. The timing couldn't be any better. So during COVID lockdowns, cycling surged in popularity, with miles travelled by bike in London. Take a breath. Increasing by over 35% from 2020 to 2021.
But if I lived in a city, I would 100% cycle.
You would. But you can get to
work
work way quicker.
Yeah.
It'd be
even if you lived like quite a distance away, the idea of... I mean, I've just started a new job and I have to travel to work.
Yeah.
I really don't like the drive.
Yeah.
I can imagine... I enjoy the job.
How long would be the bike journey? Crikey.
Oh, the bike journey would be long, like 2 hours probably.
Oh, yeah.
2.5 hours.
Jeez. Yeah, maybe not.
But
especially not now.
But
it's cold.
Yeah. But even if it adds like 10, 15 minutes to a journey, if you lived in the city, you do it anyway. Because
if you've
less stress of stuck in the traffic,
of
exercise. Okay, yeah, when it's raining and it's freezing cold, maybe not ideal, but... Yeah.
Some people push through it though. I mean, I walked here in
You
shorts.
did. You have walked in
and
shorts. You did.
Again, I know it's weird, but I will stand by what I say. If I'm wearing shorts in the cold, I don't feel the cold. If I'm wearing trousers, I feel it.
To be honest, I actually think I agree with. I'm not too
weird.
fussed about having shorts on in the cold.
No.
But if I got a t-shirt on and my arms in that cold,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Well, jumper. I was like, yeah, I'm great. I'm just
Also,
strolling.
another thing, my car battery in the cold is terrible.
Is it? It's diesel.
Well,
it diesel?
my electric car.
Oh, your electric car.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I charged it last night, and 80% charge usually gets us 100 and something miles, 150 maybe. It's got 80 because it's so cold.
Yeah,
the batteries don't.
They weren't
efficient.
fully. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, but that's standard stuff.
I know,
though,
it's
isn't it? You know
annoying,
how
isn't it?
batteries work. They know.
I don't think it'll be that bad.
Well, you know what we said? All these electric cars. Before you got your Tesla, and we were having a chat in the sauna saying, "Oh yeah, electric cars they're really terrible, and you shouldn't buy one." And now you go bought one.
The next day I went to buy one.
And then you go bought another one as well. So yeah, back to the Cycle Hub. From what Truan states, I didn't even read that bit. Truan Ristrock, CEO of Hubub, highlights the broader benefits. Cycling not only helps tackle climate change, but it improves air quality, health and well-being, reduces congestion and cuts noise pollution. Every part of the community should have the opportunity to enjoy what cycling has to offer. So literally what you just said, it has so many benefits. It's basically like there is no drawback. Apart from if you're following a cyclist.
Okay,
If you're following a cyclist in your car,
then cyclists are the most annoying people on the road.
No. So they're the bane of your existence if you're behind them. But I will say, if you are following a cyclist to work, and you followed the cyclist the entire length of your journey to work,
You could have given him a lift.
you could what?
You could have just given him a lift.
What's he gonna say?
I thought you were going to say.
Just put his bike in your boot and like, fancy a lift.
Well,
to
just
work
give him a
and
lift from home.
No, I was going to say, if they've cycled that distance, so could you.
Oh, okay, fair enough. That's a better point. That's a better point.
Encouraging people to cycle like the Cycle Hub are trying to do.
Majority of cyclists are fine, but it's when you see a group of them and they decide to go like three abreast.
The cluster. The cluster of people.
Mate, if you go single file, it makes our life easier.
That's when they know that they're doing it on purpose. And they're like,
100%.
You're not getting to work today. Yeah. You're not getting to work on time, at least.
100%.
So yes, the Crisp Street Community Cycles project is paving the way for a more inclusive, healthier and sustainable future, one bike ride at a time. Here's hoping. What are you going to say?
I was just thinking, like if you lived around here and you worked in like the Cambridge Science Park, you could just drive to St Ives and bike along the busway, couldn't you?
It's still a long bike.
How long?
It's long.
How long's long? Hour?
About hour and a, I'd say an hour and a bit. It depends on how fit you are. If you're trying it, like you're just going, I think.
But in the summer,
cycle to work today.
It's a bit worth it.
But you get sweaty. You get sweaty, boy.
In the winter,
me and Becca did it.
get cold.
Just get to you got like your nose
Your
is
hands
red,
are, like,
streaming,
locked like that. Trying to type in your keyboard.
You got them little motorbike gloves on that they used to wear, like the mittens that you see on moped drivers. But yeah, we did it me and Becca did it a while back. So we tried to cycle to Cambridge. We did it. We got there. The cycle there was fine. We put the bikes up, had a little walk around, went for a meal, whatever. The cycle back is the hard part.
Is it
just because
downhill or uphill? Or?
No. It's flat pretty much the entire way.
But
it's basically the fact that you've done the cycle already. You've had a little mooch around. You've relaxed a little bit, and then you've got to slog it back home.
Your body's like, damn.
So now you imagine going to work.
Yeah.
You imagine how much worse it's going to be on the way back. But I mean, it'd show a lot of willpower if you can push through and do it. And
I'd like to. That's where I want to train to run.
Plus, you'd be so fit as well. You'd be so healthy. Just imagine, like, what do you do? A 2-hour bike ride a day.
Every day, yeah.
That'd be nuts. Well, at least 5 days a week. But yeah, so here's hoping that the success inspires similar initiatives across the UK and the Crisp Streets Community Cycle Project.
Nice, I like it.
And I realised that I had, like, every time that we do want to tell a little tangent, I just jump back straight into the story. Like, we haven't spoken about anything else. I just realised, like, with your editing, you're going to have so much fun trying to, like, make this sound natural. Even though there's video proof of me, like, not going, do a cut there, just cut that.
Everything stays in. Everything stays in.
It's raw.
Because of the video, we have to keep it in. I don't want it to be like, nip, nip.
Oh,
see some YouTube videos are like
cut.
Nah, keep it in. People want to hear it.
But yes, go on. Yeah, that's with the story.
Pickles. 8-year-old heart transplant patient craves pickles, so hospital chef taught her how to make them.
Oh, okay.
How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
So an 8-year-old girl awaiting a heart transplant had the time of her life when the hospital came and taught her how to make her favourite food. But this wasn't sprinkles and cheese over a pizza. I should have started with that. I should have led with making it. Up.
Yeah.
What was it?
Don't
What
do-
is it? Except I went straight in with the pickles. It was a bit.
Pickles.
Come to think of it. Anyway, yeah,
Yeah,
it
but
wasn't.
some people still don't understand on how you'd make a pickle. Like there's people that just
This
don't know
is
what
true.
pickles actually are.
No. But like I said, that didn't involve sprinkling cheese over a pizza
Mhm.
or smearing icing on a cupcake. It involved dipping vegetables in herbs and brine, otherwise known as pickling.
Pickling. I love how. Oh, okay. So what you should have said, because you said, I just realised what you said. They didn't know what it was. It was pickles, not pickling.
Pickling. Oh, okay.
Right, because you described sprinkling cheese on a pizza.
I did.
And icing a cupcake.
Yeah.
That's the concept of doing something, not making
Not
food.
making. Yeah.
You confused the hell out of me. I was like,
Good.
yo, you make
Confused everybody.
How do you make cupcakes?
So the first leading question then is: do you like pickled stuff? Pickled eggs?
Pickled eggs.
Pickled onions?
Pickled eggs, yeah. I'll take a pickled egg. Mum's currently making them ready for Christmas.
Really?
Oh, man.
Have you? So this is
So-
what I was going to say about when in the pub. This is where I've had this before.
Yeah.
Cheese onion crisps.
Uh-huh.
Eat the crisps.
Yeah.
Get a pickled egg.
Oh, okay.
Chuck it in a crisp
Whack
bag.
it in the bag.
Wrap it up.
That's old.
Shake it up.
That's an old school technique.
Munch it.
Munch it.
Yeah, boy.
Munch it. Yeah, boy.
I've only ever had a pickled egg.
I'm only a fan of pickled eggs.
I like onions.
I
so-
can't imagine eating a little shallot onion would be particularly nice. I don't
I-
like onions at the best of times.
I'm not a big fan of cooked onions,
Mm-hmm.
but I love raw onion. It gives me crazy heartburn, but I love if I'm ever cooking.
No, sorry. In my head, I get what you mean. Onions like in a burger, that sort of thing. In
So,
my head, I had you bite into a raw fucking onion,
the thing is, I could.
like an apple.
I honestly think I could.
You
We got a video now.
You got an onion in the cupboard.
No, because we only buy chopped onions.
Oh, all right, fancy boy.
But no, it's just because we don't eat enough
No,
onions to
it's fine.
justify onions.
Buying
So-
a full onion, yeah.
But when we do have fresh onions and I'm chopping onions,
Mm-hmm.
I could literally just like munch it.
That's
I
mad.
love it.
I feel
Weird.
so for Alice.
But
Your
then-
breath must.
Yeah, and I get really bad heartburn. But when I have like if I go to like a football match or something and I have a burger and they're like onions and they're like the slimy fried.
Yeah, the fried
Not a fan.
grim. Is that the texture of the taste though? I'm assuming it's texture though, because it's
I'd say it's more towards texture.
Yeah.
The same mushrooms,
like
right?
slugs.
Well, I don't really like mushrooms
Yeah,
because they're
yeah.
like slimy.
Yeah, I get you.
Devil food. Emerson Bays, a transplant patient in Boston.
Mhm.
Do you know what? That's so funny. I mentioned Boston again. Anyway,
We did a story last week. Did we do a story last week
And-
about Boston?
Jack, everybody who might remember Jack Campbell, the comedian, one of my friends. He literally said to me earlier about Boston, and he's like, "Oh, you mentioned Boston a lot on your podcast," and here I am again. So she's undergoing fluid restriction, as it's common with cardiac patients, which also has a common side effect of making them crave salty foods, hence pickling.
Pickle him.
So the chef, she always loved pickles, but never knew how they were made.
Mm-hmm.
The chef and program manager of the culinary service, Sarah Bryce, who describes herself as a child life specialist and who works with Association of Child Life Professionals, has often used cooking as a dual therapy to help with kids.
That's pretty cool.
So teaching kids how
Yeah,
to
yeah.
cook and doing stuff for kids,
That's pretty cool.
helping them as like a therapy, which is probably 100% right. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're learning, it's like calming, takes their mind off things, especially when they're in hospital for
Oh man,
serious
yeah. I didn't even
condition.
think about that. But cooking like reduces anxiety massively.
Exactly, yeah.
Christ.
I've worked in these rooms and I've seen what a difference it makes for children to eat, just trying to get them to eat something. Bryce, like the chef, said today. It sounds so simple, right? But it really can make a huge difference. To brighten up the child's day, she often make junk food because obviously kids love junk
Yeah.
food.
Maybe some chicken nuggets, boy.
But this, they said, I've written down her last name. I want to call her by her first name. Emerson, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Emerson prefers pickles, which obviously is a great idea. So the cook, Sarah, asked Emerson if she knew how they were made. She said obviously no. I never thought I'd do it and be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So what if we made them together, the chef said.
Oh.
And apparently her eyes lit up and she goes, yep, let's do it, please.
Give me some pickles, boy.
Give me some pickles.
Give me some pickles.
Every time I think of pickles, I always think of SpongeBob.
Pickles.
It was in that episode when he's like, no pickles.
Oh, it hides the
And
pickles
it,
under his
uh,
tongue.
hides them all under his tongue.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, as if you've made a
Reference.
reference to
I'll-
something.
Scott, who's listening,
I'm definitely.
me and
seen it.
Scott used to watch so much SpongeBob. Yeah, we loved SpongeBob. He might still watch
You
it.
disappeared for a second.
Yeah, I know.
there.
I don't know why I did that. I zoned out. It's been a long day. So they spent the whole morning pickling various vegetables in various brine mixtures,
Oh, they test.
including dill, garlic, and even Ken's Italian dressing, wherever that is.
Oh, okay.
They pickled a cucumber, also onions, carrots, and watermelon.
Carrots. Watermelon.
Pickled watermelon. I don't know how that goes down. What do you reckon?
Yeah, because it doesn't really have a sweet taste though, does it? Watermelon just sort of.
Hang on, watermelon's the red one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
red inside, green on the outside. Yeah. I mean, melon itself doesn't really have like a major taste to it, so I can imagine giving it that salty sort of salty taste would
Different,
make
right?
it really good.
I'm quite like more now.
Yeah, we should. Oh, what we should have done, because obviously this is the 30th episode. I'm quite
Oh,
proud.
it is?
I'm proud of you for not saying welcome to episode 30 of.
Did I not say it?
No, you didn't.
Damn,
I know.
missed that opportunity.
We're episode 30. What we should have done is just got like a line of pickled foods.
Wait, I have to wait. What are we going to do for the 50?
It could have been like a proper YouTube.
What are we going to
video.
do for the 50?
50?
We need to do something for the 50.
Do you want to do 50 or do you want to do 100?
Nah, we need to do 50 first.
50. All right.
We've got to do something.
We'll figure out.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got time. We've got 20.
If
We've
you
got
have
20 weeks to figure out what we want to do for 50.
If you've got any suggestions, though, no, seriously, if you've got any suggestions, leave them down.
DM us.
Email us or leave them in the
whatever.
comments.
Yeah.
And give us a suggestion what we should do for our 50th.
Yeah.
Let's choose something quite big if we can.
Okay.
Obviously, we are very small.
Yeah.
So big is not big for some people. But
big is
let's try and
trying some pickles.
yeah. Try some pickles big. So after the first taste test, the jury decided to throw a pickle party, inviting anyone in the hospital who wants to try some of the pickles.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
That sounds so
With
sweet.
hang on though, with pickle juice ice cubes to serve to the visitors,
Oh,
which was a bit like
that doesn't sound physically. Do you want some pickled water?
But all the kids interacted, and it was a really meaningful moment apparently with the staff.
So
it's a really
sound like
cool
really
thing.
heartwarming.
So Emerson's mum said that the hospital really did go the extra mile by obviously helping with that aspect of teaching us to cook and making the kids feel really comfortable in that environment of hospital, which nobody likes to be in.
No.
She said the fact that they were so supportive and just knowing what the kids are interested in and like to do, what they'd like to do with them, it's just normalised the whole experience for Emerson at the Children's Hospital. And she's couldn't be any more pleased with the hospital and the experience.
That sounds
obviously
really good.
gone through with a rough time she had with her heart issues. I found this story. I thought it was really fun because of the pickle aspect, and obviously warming because of the helping.
Heartburn.
It would be in my case. But so I thought it was a really fun story.
That is really nice. It's nice to see it's like hospital communities, because they really do. They work hard, but they somehow find that extra effort to sort of go.
But considering how busy
do
they
something
are,
else.
and limited resources they are. You
exactly.
have to take your hats off, right?
Like especially I'm at health workers across the board, like across the world, I guess. But like I said, it's just that little bit extra time and effort that they put in to make people feel like happy and welcomed, I guess.
Exactly.
Or no, not welcome. Welcome's not the right word. Like comfortable.
Comfortable in that
Comfortable
environment.
is the word.
In the hospital environment. Nobody likes to be in that environment.
No. Well, maybe some people do. Who knows?
I
used to
doctors maybe.
Doctors and nurses. Yeah, no, we're scared of going to the hospital. I used to like going to the dentist.
Why?
I don't know. There was something weirdly inviting about going to the dentist. Sit in the chair.
That is weird.
No idea.
Weird. Right, let's move on to the next segment, please. Roll it.
The Hall of Heroes.
Keep going in with the Hall of Heroes.
Okay, go on.
And I'm gonna get us going with something which you'll all be like, oh, another running story, Ryan. Yes, another running story.
Okay.
It's a good running story.
I like it.
All the running stories are good running stories.
I got a little bit of stick in the gym off. Well,
Have
not
you
a stick. Not a stick. She just goes. It was the lady that I got in contact. The one that followed us.
Of course, yeah.
And
she
was
still
like,
listens then.
Yeah, I think.
Hasn't deserted
She goes, "Oh no, I've been listening and stuff." And she goes, "When are you doing your marathon training?" And I was like, "Oh, quite haven't got on the treadmill. I've been on the bike more than the treadmill. I've been trying to do something. I've noticed my cardio is absolutely dire though.
Yeah.
I tried to do what is it? Squat thrusts.
Do you still do steppers?
No, I don't. They've got 2 stepper machines, but there's people always on it, and they're 2 side by side, and I'd feel weird just rocking up next to someone.
Why?
I don't know, because it's mostly women that go on the steppers,
Yeah,
and
true.
I don't want them to feel like, oh, it's just here. I don't know. I'll go on the stepper then.
We need to talking about runners.
We need to do sauna.
Well, we did say about
We did
going
say
to
sauna.
That's where our best ideas come up.
Yeah, this is where the podcast was born.
Maybe if we go to the sauna, we'll get a good idea for the 50th.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Hold that thought. Right, back to the Hall of Heroes.
Hall of Heroes.
Our woman has set herself a challenge of running every park run in Suffolk to encourage women to attend their cervical screening. Now, we've discussed cervical screening stuff.
We have, yeah.
Oh, really early on in the podcast, I believe.
No, I don't think it was that early, to be fair. I think episode, I'm going to say ballpark 19 to 23, somewhere around that ball. Somewhere around that area.
Okay, middle.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what we talked about, but
it was about cervical cancer screenings and how they've been increased in the UK by offering people at home the ability to order cervical cancer test kits instead of having to actually come in, so they can send their data or send their swabs off and stuff.
Encourage people to do it. Yeah, I do remember that now. So Cara Lawrence from Needham Market, which is in Suffolk, works as an admin assistant for the very important Invitation Project in Felixstowe, a joint initiative between Suffolk GP and public health bodies and local charities to promote accessible cervical screening.
Okay, yeah. So this might have been like a part of the major sort of movement through the NHS to encourage cervical screening to happen. That's pretty cool.
Either way she's doing it.
Yeah, sick.
So some data released last year showed that 4.6 million people aged 25 to 64 in England have either never been screened for cervical cancer or haven't taken up their latest invitation to book an appointment.
Yeah.
Again, we've discussed this with males. It's very not difficult to talk about because why should it be?
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
But we can't relate to that. Obviously.
No, it's not.
But I have 3 sisters. I have a partner, and I know that the cervical screening is not a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
So you can understand why women do put it off. However, stop putting it off. This is a real concern, as through regular screening, 99.8% of cervical cancer in the UK is preventable. So
a really cool thing.
Yes.
It's a story that I haven't. It's on my list, so I've made a list of stories that I've like preloaded now.
Oh,
so
nice.
I've got a load of stuff on sort of tap. I think there's a story. I've got the title. I haven't actually got all the research and stuff, but I saw the not cure, but it might be cure and management has taken a new step in eradicating.
It's funny you say that. I'm just going to look at my
cervical
phone.
cancer.
Alice sent me a story. I think it was about cervical cancer.
Yeah, because I saw the story a while back, but it's
sorry, it's about breast cancer.
Oh, either way, I mean, it's great news anyway.
Oh yeah, of course.
But yeah, so I think it's decreased the numbers of the amount of people that have actually like passed away from cervical cancer. There's something like that. But the research is going on and on and on, and it's getting better and better. So yeah, I'll have a look, and we'll have to do it later.
Yeah. So Cara is using the park runs between now and March as an opportunity to briefly talk about the importance of cervical screening before each race. Yes. Although she will take on 14 runs and also have a pop-up stand as some of the park runs to provide a safe space for anyone to ask questions. The very important Invitation Project organises regular outreach events at like schools and universities, as well as the Latitudes Festival and the Suffolk Show.
Okay, nice.
The project focuses on reducing fears about attending cervical screening while also emphasising the importance of attending. So last Saturday, she kicked off her challenge at Kesgrave. As according to her research, it had one of the highest number of female park run participants. Wow.
You got
in
so
the country.
close.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's awesome. Actually.
Yep. She went on to say it was nerve-wracking giving a talk before the park run last Saturday, and that she found she had to find an inclusive way to engage male runners as well. Like you said, obviously it's because it's not relevant, or it's not relevant
obviously,
to them,
but it's always good to encourage men to encourage women.
Well, this is kind of what she went on to say. She said she's trying to make it relatable, so saying like you have a mum, you have a daughter, you have a partner, whatever. So the discussion can then be opened up with them. Yeah, saying it shouldn't. I was at the park run. There was a lady here giving a discussion around cervical cancer, cervical screenings. Have you had yours, or have you rejected yours? Let's sort it out, sort of thing. So just giving that information back, right?
Simple
just
nudge.
Passing that knowledge on.
Yeah.
She said, I just like the way the park runs were mapped through Suffolk so I can reach every audience in the county. Okay, so I've actually got a list here for anybody who wants to know.
Damn.
So last Saturday I said it's Kesgrave. Hang on a second. We're going out on a Monday. So the Saturday just passed would be in Mildenhall.
Yeah.
And then so Saturday coming up, when you're listening, is Great Cornered. Not sure what that is. Then rolling into December, so this is every Saturday. Then Stowmarket, Felixstowe, Bury St Edmunds, Alton Water, Redisham, Swizwell. I don't know half these places are.
Some grand names.
Ipswich, Clare, Haverhill, Brandon, and Framlingham. So there is I did write down here we go.
Hold on, quick question. Has she done a run in every one of those locations?
This is what she's doing.
Oh, she's going to run.
She's only ran once of her.
Oh, okay.
This is what I'm saying. The story is like brand new.
Oh,
This
wow.
This is what I'm trying to do.
Wow.
Find like.
Jeez.
She'd have ran by the time this goes out on Monday. She'd have ran Stowmarket and Felixstowe. Her next one, so coming up, is Bury St Edmunds. But if I give you her socials, like I said, she's doing it as part of this project. So the social is at Very Important Invitation. So look them up on Instagram. As always, we'll put it in the description and stuff, so you can go and have a look. Go and check it out. Go shout out Cara if anything, just to say great job. And if you're a female, maybe read in some more information and follow what she's doing.
Yeah, can get screened. Well,
so that's why I want to initiate her into the Hall of Heroes.
That's really cool. And
Thanks,
if
mate.
you're in that area and you're from the UK,
Go and give
go
her a
and
shout.
encourage her.
Yeah.
Go and listen to the talk. Why not? Oh wow, that's pretty awesome. Ah man, the person that works at the gym, she's a big. I think she helps a lot of women through cervical cancer and stuff.
Oh, good.
She does a lot of talking. She does a lot of mental health stuff about it as well.
Oh, she'll like that. She'll like that story then.
Yeah. So yeah, that'd be really cool to get in contact with them and get them listening as well.
Yeah, boy.
So my Hall of Heroes. It's again we're sticking with medical stuff.
As we do.
It's weird. We not really well versed in terms of the actual medicine and medicals. Well, you are. You're pretty good to be fair with heart stuff. A lot of heart stuff.
Well, it's only because my job the past 4 years
Pharmaceutical
has been-
backgrounds.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, no clue whatsoever.
You can tell people about a building.
Oh, yeah, that's not doctors. That's not medical.
You need to find more like.
Have you had a brick
You need to find some more engineering and.
Nah, because that's not that. It's not as
They're
interesting.
not as interesting.
Like building innovations are
Yeah.
building innovations. Solar panels, green roofs. You get it. That's about as much as you can.
Mm.
Well, I don't want to turn this into like an architecture podcast. So there's many of those out there.
Is
You
it?
could- yeah, there's loads
Really?
of them. Yeah, there's tons.
What do they talk about?
Architecture.
Stupid question. Go on. Tell us your story.
Sustainable buildings. So my this week, my entry for the Hall of Heroes is a chap named James Harrison, the man with the golden arm.
He needs a song.
I'm not even going to attempt it. Most retirees get a bonus, a gold watch, or a fancy pen, but James Harrison deserves so much more than this. Known as the man with the golden arm, this 81-year-old Australian has donated blood nearly every week for 60 years.
Damn.
I'm surprised he's got any blood left.
Yeah.
On his final donation day, James retired from giving blood, closing a chapter that has saved over 2.4 million Australian babies' lives.
Do you have how many litres?
No.
Oh, man. Why wouldn't you gather that information? That puts
What I should have said as well is just a little pre-warning for anybody that has... Oh, this is why we need Jack. Where's Jack?
Yeah, Jack, where are you?
I was going to say, what's the fear of blood? What's the technical term for the fear of blood?
I'll Google it while you
Google
carry
it.
on.
I'll carry on. So yeah, pre-warning for any of the people that have a fear of blood. The reasons for all of the donations is that James's blood is unique. It contains a rare antibody that is used to develop anti-D, which is a groundbreaking injection that protects unborn babies from Rhesus disease, a condition...
Hemophobia. Which makes sense because...
Hemophobia?
Yeah.
Okay. And a condition where pregnant women's immune systems attack her baby's blood cells. Without treatment, Rhesus disease can cause severe brain damage or even death, so it is so severe.
Damn.
The risk arises when a mother has Rhesus negative blood and her baby inherits Rhesus positive blood from its father. If the mother becomes sensitized to the baby's blood type, her body may produce antibodies that attack the baby's red blood cells. This is when I was reading through this, I was like, whoa, this is like a really severe, a serious thing in Australia. I don't know if it's in any other countries. I probably should have looked that up, to be fair. But so a little science lesson for those not in the know. Now, for how James came into play. James' story begins at the age of 14 when he underwent major chest surgery. Blood donations saved his life, and he vowed to become a blood donor himself.
Have you done it before?
No, I think I did. I was a lot younger.
Do you think if you had a similar situation where you had an accident and you needed blood, it would then
Trigger you
to go and
to
give
be
blood?
a blood donor? 100%. I mean, I'm an organ donor. I know that much. So if I ever kick the bucket in a car crash, I've ticked the boxes. They can take the lot.
Yeah, I think they take it
Which
as well.
might make some people a bit like annoyed, because I know a lot
Why?
of people. Because some people like, oh well, if they take your heart and you get buried without a heart, then obviously you've been buried without the important parts of your body and all that sort of stuff.
You're dead.
But it goes to help people. So
Yeah, if anything, it's nicer knowing that your heart could be in somebody else and it lives on.
yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's a way
That's the
better
way
way.
I'd look
That's
at
a
it.
better way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, a few years later, doctors discovered that his blood contained antibodies needed to develop anti-D. Since then, James has donated plasma to help protect millions of Australian mothers and babies. Every batch of anti-D in Australia, and this is a fact that I found, I was like, oh, what? This guy is, like, deserves to be in his own, like, special Hall of Heroes. So every batch of anti-D in Australia, since its creation in 1967, has come from James's donations.
Jesus.
So he has been, like...
He deserves, like, an MBE or something.
Well, he's got awards. So his incredible contribution reduced the country's infant mortality rate and helped women avoid numerous miscarriages. Yes. Before anti-D, thousands of Australian babies died every year from Russo's disease. So James's blood not only saved lives, but also brought hope to families and across the nation, including his own, as his daughter received the anti-D injection, which allowed her to deliver her James's grandson.
Oh, wow.
Safely.
That's
So it's helped his own family as well as everybody else. To put this contribution into perspective, James is only one of 50 Australians known to have this life-saving antibody.
I hope the other 50 are giving blood as well.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Well,
you don't know. That's
actually, yeah, true. I didn't actually look that up. But
if they're not, they should be.
But James is one that has given so much for so long.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Doctors believe his blood is unique. His unique blood may be linked to the transfusion that he received as a teenager. So Gemma Falkenmeyer of the Australian Red Cross Blood Service summed up James's impact. Every bag of blood is precious, but James's blood is particularly extraordinary. More than 17% of women, so this is the statistic, so it's pretty high, of Australian women are at risk of Russo's disease, and James's donation has literally saved, like I said, 2.4 million children or babies. For his selflessness, James has he's recognised as a national hero, earning numerous awards, including the prestigious Medal of Order of Australia, which I think is possibly one of the highest sort of recommendations you can get. Or commendations you can get, sorry, not recommendations. However, ever humble, James once said, "It's something I can do. It's one of my talents. Probably my only talent. But as long as I can as long as I can be a blood donor, I can help people." So the dude is mega, mega humble. So now that James has given his last donation, Australian rules prevent blood donation past the age of 81, which is still pretty high in terms of age, but I suppose as long as your blood's still healthy and it's
long as you are still healthy, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, and it can still help people, then why not? The challenge lies in finding others with similar antibodies to carry forward his legacy, because 50 people among the whole of Australia, not a lot of people. That's one hell of a shoe to fill, or bag in this case. To be the sole saviour of over 2.4 million people is a very deserving of a place in the Hall of Heroes, and I'm hoping that there are more people out there like James Harrison, should I say? I should say his full name, out there to save as many lives as he did.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's honestly, when I read it and I looked through it and I read
the
stuff,
numbers
I was like,
are
oh
crazy.
my god, 2.4 million people.
I would like to see how much in pints volume.
You really like your liquids, don't you? Because what?
Well, no, it's just easy to compare.
I suppose
so people out there
visual impact sort of thing.
Yeah,
I can imagine it's a lot.
Yeah,
2.4 million people, or babies, should I say?
No,
babies. But yeah, that's enough to. We'll do the calcs. We'll come back to you next week.
You can do the calcs. I ain't doing that calcs.
I'll do the calcs. It doesn't tell you how much he offered, obviously, but I'm assuming it's however much you give.
True. All right.
So go and give blood. You might save a lot of people's lives.
I should do that, really, to be fair.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on to... Whoa! That's good to know. Do you like that?
I love how you move the mic.
Yeah.
That's the first time you've done it.
Right. Number 1. Banging your head against a wall for 1 hour burns 150 calories.
How many brain cells does it destroy as well? Yeah, exactly.
Literally, yeah. The oldest your mum joke was discovered on a 3,500-year-old Babylon tablet.
For real?
Yeah.
Do you know what the joke was?
I did actually look. Just didn't look.
Can
hard
you
enough.
find? Oh, okay. I can imagine it's probably hard to find.
Jack's not here. Anyway, the next one. Crows often hold grudges against specific people. Which I know is true.
I knew that one, yeah. I love crows.
They
It's a
know
weird
your
thing
face.
to know. It's a weird thing to like. I found out, what's her name? There's a celebrity that likes crows as well.
Oh, cool story. I'll add it to, wow, that's good to know.
She's in Arcane, which is a series I'm watching at the moment. She's
Is
the
it- is
voice
that-
of Jinx.
Oh, okay.
She's
Okay.
also in one called Sweet Pea or something. It's a new series.
This
I can't
anime.
remember her name. Arcane is so good.
Is
my
it?
god, it's so good.
Okay.
I would say that it's ruined every other series.
Is it? It can't be that good.
It's that good.
Better than Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Have you seen something about Anarchy?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. He's not seen something about Anarchy.
But I don't care.
Walnut.
Okay.
Have you seen Yellowstone?
No, I haven't.
You
I realise why some people watch Yellowstone as well.
Why?
It's definitely not for the story. It's definitely for the lady in it. Hands down. Isn't there some raunchy scenes in it? Isn't like the first episode like mega raunchy?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to cast my mind back. I think there's like maybe one nude scene. Two nude scenes maybe.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah.
And in fact, she's very if it's who I think like the main character.
She's like a bully or something. She's like really...
At the beginning, I was like, oh my god, she's still maiden.
Oh, right.
She was too much. But then you grow to like her because of the whole situation.
Ah, okay. Is she like protected? Like
Yeah, I don't want to ruin it for anybody out there.
All right.
There you go, watch it.
Spoilers.
Japan has the world's shortest escalator. So?
How?
Okay.
So
it's in a department store in Kawasaki. It's the world's shortest escalator. A downward escalator near a garage basement of 2 floors only has 5 steps. So it's 83 centimetres, making it the Guinness World Record as the shortest escalator ever.
83 centimetres.
Yeah. So like this big.
Yeah, no, I'm getting it, but it's
This big.
more like this big.
I've got a meter ruler in the cupboard. That's that big. So it's, this big.
Yeah, but so has it got 5 steps rotating throughout the whole thing? Or
I assume so, yeah.
Or is it just like 5 steps high? Because surely...
It just says only had 5 steps.
Okay, fair enough. Lazy.
Yeah, very.
That's bad.
I am one of the...
jump that.
I'm going to be like, oh, look at me. I'm one of these people that don't go on escalators. It just stairs next to them.
I do.
So when I go to the airport,
airports,
everybody goes there and I'm like, mate,
airport.
there's literally steps next to it.
You look like such a dick then when
you do. Like, oh, look at this guy going up the steps. What a knob. Yeah,
I do exactly the same thing, but Becky usually goes, like, she'll sometimes go on the escalator.
Oh, Alice will go on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you just go, see ya. Just like, run up the stairs like an absolute tit with your I was about to say handbag, then your hand luggage and carry.
I've got another bird one here.
Okay.
Chickens have a great memory and can distinguish between over 100 different faces, peoples, or animals.
Wow.
Who know that?
That's pretty crazy.
Right. Before I close off, so on my way home from work today, because I'll be honest, I've been a little bit unprepared. You wouldn't have seen it because I've got some great stories, right?
Yeah.
I've just started a new job. I've been very busy. You don't need to hear it. And I was a little bit short, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to have time to do my facts. So I rang Jack, Comedy Jack. Jack, he loves facts.
Yeah.
Give me some facts.
Oh, so this is...
He left me like a 15-minute voice note.
These are Jack Campbell's facts.
So I added a couple in from him. What I like about Jack is every time he tells me a fact now, he goes, well, that's his little thing that he does. So I want every time you ever say a fact to somebody, after it, just finish off with, even if they don't get the reference.
Just really quietly.
Just do it anyway. Just give the reference anyway. So he said, hang on, let me just zoom in a little bit. Okay. There's 3 bore machines used for the Eurotunnel. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Apparently one of them's still there because it was too big to get out.
Oh.
There you go. That's one fact. Sea snails in the English Channel and the North Sea are different. That's one body of water, right?
Yeah.
But this proves that there used to be a chalk bridge
like separation.
or chalk or something
divide.
between Dover and France. The White Cliffs.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Which has then subsequently collapsed years and years ago. Now the bodies of water are joined.
Ah.
And then last one is Colchester was the original capital of the British Isles. It's the first place where the Romans settled.
Oh.
Look at me with all these facts.
Oh, look at you. Bonus facts.
Bonus facts. Pow, pow, pow. Wow, bonus facts. Right, go on, hear your own story.
All right, now for my odd side story. So I was really, really happy when I got to see this story because this has been on my list of stories that I've sort of logged and I wanted to talk about, but I've sort of been doing more recent stories, but this one is a history story.
Okay.
His name is Wojtek. Wojtek the Bear, an unbearably awesome soldier.
Wow.
I think, do you know anything about this?
No.
Have you ever heard this before? Okay, all right, good. So I think this is, like I said, probably my favourite thing. It's going to be one of your favourite odd side stories as well.
Okay,
and I know that
to
for a fact, son. So during World War II, a Syrian brown bear named Wojtek wasn't just a mascot for the Polish army, he was actually enlisted as a soldier.
Hang on. A real life bear?
A real life bear.
This has got to be like Russian or something.
Polish. He's Polish.
Oh, did you say Polish already?
Yeah, Polish army. In the Polish army. Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
It's a real life bear. Real life bear.
Did he have like a little jacket on? I bet he had a little jacket on, didn't he?
Oh, I should have got a picture.
100% had a jacket on.
I should have got a picture. Then you could have seen it.
I feel quite bad for the bear.
Well,
though.
you can actually see it, so I'll get onto that.
Okay.
So, with his own rank and service number, Wojtek marched alongside his human comrades, carrying artillery shells, and won the hearts of many wherever he went. Wojtek's journey began in 1943 when soldiers from the 2nd Polish Corps rescued an orphan cub in the Middle East. He quickly became a beloved companion, travelling with the troops as they moved through Iraq, Syria, and Italy. The only way to bring Wojtek along was to officially enlist him.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's mad. So, Private Wojtek joined the ranks, and this is how he was given his name and acquired his rank of private. During the fierce battle of Monte Cassino, Wojtek earned his stripes as soldiers were stunned to see him, the towering bear, carrying heavy artillery shells to the front lines, helping his unit in a grueling fight.
Mate.
He became such a legend that his image, carrying a shell, was adopted as the company's official emblem. Wojtek wasn't just a worker, he was a family member. He loved munching dates. He loved, what was it? Oh, occasionally drank beer, most of the time water. Yeah, I know. He's a proper Polish
Surely
bear.
it's vodka.
Proper Polish bear. And he even begged for cigarettes, but he didn't smoke them, he ate them. And also, soldiers often wrestled him for fun.
Oh my!
And you know what we said it like years ago? Obviously not on the podcast, but like I think it was a Christmas, or no, it might have been Callum's leaving do. You said, "Oh, do you reckon you could take an animal?"
Oh yeah.
These people thought they could take a
animal,
bear.
Yeah.
They thought they could take on a
No
fully
chance.
grown brown bear. So Wojtek definitely won every match. I'm not gonna lie. Sue Butler, the daughter of a soldier who served with Wojtek, shared how deeply the bear impacted the troops. He was much more than a bear, he was one of them. She said both Wojtek and the soldiers had lost their families, finding comfort in the unity of each other, which is really nice and heartwarming to hear. After the war, Wojtek retired to Scotland, of all places, living first on a farm, which I can imagine that farmer had the best time possible to have a bear. Oh, Wojtek.
I like
come
how he
over here.
how he had a dream as well.
What?
All I can picture is him like sitting around a fire with the Polish lads, like
Couple of bear cubs.
when this
and the
war's
lads.
done. When this war's done, I'm gonna go to Scotland. I'm gonna get myself a farm, and I'm just gonna relax. I'm just gonna work the land in Scotland and just retire in the peace and quiet.
You'll have a really relaxing
Yeah.
life as a bear.
As a bear.
So, where was I? So after the farm, he later ended up in Edinburgh Zoo, where he remained a beloved figure until his death in 1963. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I've seen a picture of it, but there is a statue at Edinburgh Zoo.
So there should be.
So
There should be a statue in Poland everywhere as well.
there probably is. I wouldn't be surprised, because this
Have
is
you
like...
have you actually got a picture of it?
I haven't got a picture of him. You should have a look. Have a little
Okay.
look. So, if we ever get the chance...
How do you pronounce his name?
It's
Or
spelled...
how do you spell his name?
It's
sorry?
spelled W-O-J...
W-O-J.
T-E-C.
T-
T-E-K, sorry. T-E-K.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Wojtek the bear. But yeah, so if we ever get the
He was
chance...
well small.
Yeah, that might be when he was a cub, though.
Oh.
That might be when he's a cub.
Oh, he died.
He is a brown bear. He's not like a grizzly. He's a brown bear.
Oh, so they're a bit more tame then, right?
I mean, they're a bit smaller. They're a bit easier to sort of...
The fact that he's got his
handle.
own Wikipedia page is cool enough.
I mean, it's a bear soldier. He's going to have his own Wikipedia
He
page.
should know his own bloody game.
Whoa, yeah, hold on. So not a game, but let me get onto it. So like I said, though, before I get onto that bit, we should definitely, if either of us get the chance... and
Oh,
we're
look at
up
his
in-
statue. Sorry, I'm
Yeah, I know.
interrupting again. Look at his little statue. It's
It's
like
so
him next to
sick.
a man. Oh, man, he's massive. Look at the size of him.
Yeah, see?
He's like 8 foot tall.
Yeah, I told you, he's a bear.
Look at him carrying the artillery. Okay, that is mad.
I told you you'd like this.
You
I
need
told
to-
you you'd love this.
You need to put the details in this thing, man. That's so funny.
So, like I said, if we ever get the chance, if either of us or both of us at the same time go to Scotland for a trip or something, we need
50th.
to go.
Let's go.
Edinburgh Zoo.
Let's do an episode about what's his name? Wojtek.
Wojtek the bear. So Sue's father, one of the soldiers previously spoken about, visited Wojtek at the zoo, breaking his tough exterior of his generation. Admittedly, he said he sobbed like a baby, which you would do because you've basically seen an old friend, or old comrade in this case. So Wojtek's incredible story has now been turned into a stage production called The Bear Who Went to War, based on Alan Pollock's children's book of the same name. The play explores not just the bear's antics, but the camaraderie and courage he inspired in the soldiers far from home. You can go and see this play. It's playing at Coventry Albany Theatre and relive the adventure of Wojtek the bear who went to war for yourself.
Nice.
Wojtek. Oh no, I don't need to say this. This is too good a story. I was just going to say Wojtek was the soul of his unit, proving heroes can come in all shapes and sizes and even species. But that is my odd side story.
Ah, amazing. That was my favourite one yet.
I know. I told you. I knew
That's
it would
so
be.
good.
I knew it would be. But yeah, that is us. And what we do? Oh my god. Oh, we're well under time.
50 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Do you know what's funny? The fact that we've just completely eradicated the need to do a time limit now. Because what did we do? Like 45 minutes before?
Well, we tried to keep it about 45 minutes because people say that podcasts are around 45 minutes to an hour.
Depends how long your commute to work is. Imagine like you had a 48-minute... Well, no. Imagine if you had a 52-minute commute to work and we had only done your 50-minute podcast.
That's fun. By the time you get in the car, start your car up, start driving, put your podcast on.
True. Or
What?
bike to work.
Oh,
No,
just-
I'm trying to just do a story about it.
just
You've
drive.
got a bike to work.
it's freezing.
No,
just
you've
drive.
got a bike to work no matter what.
Thank you for listening again. And hopefully, thank you for watching.
Yep.
I hope you're liking the visual aspect of it.
We hope
We will try and improve the setting as we go.
it's more enjoyable to actually like watch and
See us.
listen.
Well, it might not be enjoyable looking at us.
That's true.
If you liked what you've seen, then drop us an email, ktggtkpod@outlook.com. Wow,
Good,
I
good.
got that.
And if you want to see something you like, whoa, nice little transition. You can follow us on Instagram at ktggtkpod. You can now follow us on TikTok because I've changed the name to KTGGTK Podcast. Still different, but not it's sort of similar. Or find us on Facebook at Know the Good to Know Podcast.
Yeah, that's everyone. That's everything, isn't it?
No. Well, you forget every time. I think you forget every time. But if you can, subscribe.
Oh, subscribe, like,
to us
leave
on
a
YouTube
comment.
And hit the bell icon because
Oh,
you'll
the
get
bell icon.
notified when we put a new podcast up.
Same time every week, like Monday,
And
8 a.m.
hold on. Oh, yeah. If you can, leave us a review on Spotify as well because
Please
it
do.
always helps.
Thank you for listening again. It's our 30th episode. How amazing is that?
You got it in. You managed to get it in the end.
So, again, thank you for listening and
Thank you very much.
stay positive.
Stay positive.